This is straying from my usual video topics that I do talk about on this channel, where it's more oversighted onto a bit smaller side of the community. But I'm going to be talking about a very mainstream YouTuber, and that is IShowSpeed. You read it in the title. He has recently gotten some backlash for a clip on Valorant where he was essentially being allegedly misogynistic. There's been two sides to this argument that, yes, this is disgusting. The other argument of the side is it's just video game banter, and there's nothing you should be offended about or worried about. And then there's me, who says that he's 16 years old and no one should care about what he says over Valorant. Well, obviously I'm a little wishy-washy on the situation, because then again, the things that Speed said weren't okay, but then again, he's also like 16. He's not going to be extremely formal and mature with the things he says, and if he goes across the border sometimes, at least on the borderline of comedy, he lacks the maturity and development to actually, I don't know, be mature. So some people are failing to understand. But I first want to just start with the context of the situation. Now, a little bit ago, a clip was posted that essentially shows IShowSpeed being misogynistic, allegedly, essentially ragging on the woman and bashing the woman that's in this Valorant lobby for being just that, a woman, and that the woman should not be talking to him because she's a woman. I'll just play it now.
And where she is? She's on top of the thing.
10 seconds
left. 10 seconds. On your left.
Hey, yo, man, dog, man. Come on, bruh.
Man, you gotta hit those shots, man.
Man, shut your stupid ass. Who's you talking to, bro? Shut your nerd ass up, bro. I know how to play this game. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your bitch up. Alright? Alright?
You're at the phone.
Alright?
Calm down.
Damn, bro. Shut up, bro. I know how to play this game. I'm not a noob, alright? God
Obviously,
damn.
you don't know how to play the game 'cause
What?
you suck ass.
What, bitch? Is a talking to me? Is a female talking to me? Am I no? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Or wait, time out. Is a female talking to me right now? Is a female talking to me? Get off the game and do your husband dishes, bitch. Shut up. What's wrong with y'all? Stop talking to me like that. What's wrong with y'all, dog? I'm not one of these little lame Valorant nerds. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all fucking suck. Spike down mid.
Oh wait, I got the spike.
Nerds on my team. I'm like, bitch, like, who the f*** is you talking to? What's wrong with you? Go do your like here. Last player standing. Out of here. Ass. Y'all are pure ass. Y'all are ass. Y'all are ass. Y'all are ass. Y'all are.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look very good on Speed's part and how he can respond to this in any which way. He still does, but he doesn't do it in a more overcritical way. He does apologize. That is for later on in the video. But I want to give my personal take on this because, I mean, I'm a commentator. That's sort of what we do. But I want to give my personal take on this. And my take is that Speed is 16 years old. He claims to be 19 because, you know, videos that he participates in. But he is 16. Again, allegedly he's 16. But he is just growing. He's still maturing. And he does not have a fully matured brain. No matter what you want to argue with me with morals, it's simply a statistic, knowledgeable fact that people under the 18 or even under the age of 20 something at some point do not have a fully matured and developed brain, therefore cannot make fully mature and developed situations. That's sort of why the age of consent exists. I don't entirely know what Speed's age of consent laws are. They're allegedly 16, but that's with the simplest amount of non-research. But then again, you cannot unironically tell me that a teenager who is still in high school has a fully developed brain and should be 10 times responsible for the things that they have done. Obviously, he has a platform and all, but platform does not come with wisdom or intelligence. Obviously, Speed should have been, like, avoided this. But it's sort of his whole character to be out of line. Also, to act like Valorant banter is anywhere on the near borderline of domestic violence, like this person stated in the reply, is just blasphemous. He's 16. He can't even commit domestic violence, bro. Obviously, he can, and that was a joke. But, like, he wouldn't. Because he's 16. Borderline domestic violence? Are you kidding? Well, yeah, I told my friend to end his life because he beat me in a Valorant match. This is a hypothetical, by the way. Does that mean I'm on the borderline of hate speech? I mean, you're insinuating that he's on the borderline of committing an actual felony. I mean, there's no way, even if it was borderline hinging on domestic violence, which it's not, the crime can still be a felony or a misdemeanor depending on circumstances. And if you're talking about a video game, including a 16-year-old, and someone who's probably not another adult saying things over Valorant, I think that's gonna fall under misdemeanor, and Speed isn't gonna be charged for domestic violence. Are you stupid? I could see the point where you're coming from, but I also can at the same time because it is nowhere close to relating to the origins and felony charges of domestic violence. I mean, I don't want to go over semantics too much, but come on, when you're making an allegation as serious as this, you can't be going over stuff like this as loosely as you put it. I can't believe that he put actually unbelievable that kids looked up to this. I'm sure he was just in the moment and he said it like as like something like, you know, you're like in the moment when you're replying to your own tweet and making a thread about it that you're sort of passionate about, because obviously this wasn't okay of me to say, but you're saying it's unbelievable that kids look up to this. They're children. It's like we've gone off of the rails of actual morals in arguments with any sort of person or calling out any sort of person, and just going to the immediate thing like, oh, this is bad and you're held responsible for your actions. Obviously, kids should know consequences, but that doesn't even give you excuse to even criticize them in the first place. I mean, with our recent coming generation of children that are on like apps like TikTok or anything, and I don't want to get into this discussion, but it's silly to think in this day and age that everything is picture clean and perfect and every child is just a heavenly angel that doesn't watch IShowSpeed. I'm almost 100% sure that they actually watch, as a matter of fact, worse and look up to worse. But Speed formally apologized for this over their Twitter, which isn't the best place to do it, but that's where it was originally charged as such, so I'm just gonna play that now.
What's good, everybody? It's a clip, you know, that I seen, you know, that's going crazy right now. Me between the altercation with a girl, and I was playing Valorant. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say some, you know, like a few things from that situation. You know what I'm saying? But that day, you know, I wasn't having a good day. You know, I was getting a lot of racist text-to-speech donations. A lot of people, you know, talking about my dead aunt that's in the grave right now. But look, I don't want to make that no excuse. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to justify. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that day, I just don't bash on people for no reason. That's where I'm coming from that, you know, statement I just said. But, you know, I'm completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was completely wrong in that situation right there. I can't say anything to justify that situation right there. But that clip is from months ago, and I changed from that, and I grew. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I'm very young. For every situation I grow, you know, and I change, you know, and I got to become a better person. That is not me no more. That is not me. And I grow from that situation. That's come from the bottom of my heart. That is not me. You know, and hopefully I can, you know, really, you know, see like the genuine in me. You know what I'm saying? I apologize from that girl. I apologize if that girl was to hit me up and say anything. You know, I would love to hear her out. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I apologize. That's not me. That clip is from months ago. I'm sorry, man. Peace out.
He tries to go on no basis of actually defending themselves, which I can sort of respect, especially since you're obviously a professional YouTuber, and responding stupidly is how you lose your platform. To any of the people wondering why people take a knee and apologize for sometimes minuscule things, this is sort of the reason why you don't want to lose your platform. I'm going to be faithful here because I'm a YouTuber myself. Usually people will just openly apologize if they're somewhat in the wrong in the situation, even though they could be defended. It's glad to see Speed like owning up to some consequences, because obviously, like I stated earlier, this is not an okay joke to make. But again, it's not entirely, well, it is obviously his fault, but it's not his fault because he's, again, 16, 17, whatever he is. He's still obviously not a formal adult. Also, he's a YouTuber. He appeals to children. He appeals to this sort of audience of just children. It's just children, preteens, teens, but nothing usually beyond there. I love how this is just being brought up now. This is just being criticized now because it's against a woman. Speed has said multiple other things that I don't entirely condone, but again, he's a minor allegedly, so stating that he's anywhere entirely in the wrong and responsible for everything he ever has said ever in his life is just wrong and silly. And Speed responded unchildishly, which is shocking from a YouTuber that has the persona that he does. But then again, it's clear that people can actually make formal apologies on the internet. Maybe I've just been desensitized, and now I think that every apology that I see is going to be horrible. But yeah, this has essentially been my take on the situation. If you haven't already, go down and sub with the post notifications like I told you to do earlier. Obey me. Liking this video would push it out to more people. And finally, follow my Twitter already. There's 3,000 new people in the last month, and no one has followed my Twitter. Follow it right now. That's about it. Bye.